This is Terry Kurtz online reporting on Victor Valley, High Desert, and Mojave River Valley events, activities, entertainment, sports, and history. Updating Crimefighter Operations, consequences investigators from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Gangs Narcotics Division served search warrants and contacted suspects at various locations, including neighborhoods in Victorville and Phelan. During these investigations, 25 felons were arrested and 36 misdemeanor arrests were made. The felony arrests bring to 165 the number of felons arrested this year. In addition, 13 firearms were seized and illegal narcotics were located and confiscated. The most recent smash and grab operations resulted in 6 more felony arrests. Investigators from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Gangs Narcotics Division Rancho Cucamonga Station added 13 misdemeanor arrests during the operation at the Victoria Gardens shopping mall in Rancho Cucamonga. $3,527 in property recovered brings to well over $22,000 in property recovered so far this year. The Community Service and Reentry Division Homeless Outreach Proactive Enforcement Team conducted Operation Shelter Me in Hesperia during the recent inclement weather. The HOPE team located 21 individuals experiencing homelessness. 9 individuals received referrals to assistance programs. 2 individuals were linked with follow-up professional services. A total of 167 unsheltered individuals have been helped by the outreach program so far in 2025. Another 7 miles of Highway 395 between Victorville and Adelanto will be widened. 7 miles of the accident-prone highway will be converted from 2 to 4 lanes between the interstate and Palmdale Road. The project will raise the median, introduce turning lanes, and 8-foot shoulders. 30,000 vehicles travel this segment of 395 every day, almost twice the volume as the segment of 395 immediately south of Kramer Junction at State Route 58. Roughly 1 out of every 6 vehicles is a truck. This stretch of 395 sees 4 times the volume of the 4-lane segments north of State Route 14. Earlier this year, the governor proclaimed a state of emergency to fast-track critical forest management projects, part of the state's efforts to protect communities from catastrophic wildfire. This action comes some 2 months after the Los Angeles area was devastated by wildfires that killed 29 people and destroyed thousands of structures. This emergency proclamation promises to cut bureaucratic red tape and includes suspending the controversial California Environmental Quality Act and the Coastal Act. The state of emergency declaration follows the governor's executive order signed in February that include using controlled burns, tree removal, and adding fuel breaks to increase neighborhood resilience statewide. Perhaps most importantly, declaring a state of emergency for California allows for allocated federal funds to be dispersed for cleanup and recovery efforts. Adding names to High Desert's heroes and idols. Megan Jastrab of Apple Valley, first High Desert athlete to be an Olympics medalist. Singer-songwriter Chase Beckham of Apple Valley, American Idol winner 2021. And true hometown heroes who saved an elderly woman from a serial killer. Megan Jastrab, a 19-year-old cyclist from Apple Valley, won a bronze medal at the Tokyo Summer Olympics. Megan and her U.S. cycling team won bronze in the women's team pursuit, having also set a national record earlier in the Games. Megan Jastrab was homeschooled in Apple Valley. She attends Milligan University in Tennessee, where she studies business and exercise science. 24-year-old Chase Beckham of Apple Valley won 2021's season 19 of American Idol. In late 2020, 2 weeks before he auditioned for American Idol, he was involved in a near-fatal car wreck. His original song, 23, was performed leading up to his winning 4th annual edition of American Idol and hit #1 on iTunes. Chase Beckham was born in Victorville, spent his childhood in Victorville, Hesperia, and Apple Valley, attending Carmel Elementary School in Hesperia, Vanguard Preparatory School, and Sitting Bull Academy in Apple Valley, before moving out of the area. He returned to Apple Valley to work as a heavy machinery operator. American Idol prizes included a recording contract with Disney's Hollywood Records, in addition to the $250,000 cash prize. From the archives of real-life heroes, it was August 2006 when Daily Press workers Joe Eskandar and Ray Bantig sprang into action to rescue a local woman from a serial killer.
You've heard about him, read about him. The headlines: Daily Press pressmen rescue woman from attacker who turns out to be an accused serial killer. 2 newspaper press workers taking a smoke break 50 yards away. Their reaction that August 7th, 2006 saved the lady and changed their lives. They're real-life heroes. No ordinary Joe. This guy's muscular frame is carved into a physique, the type you'd expect to see on one of those Ultimate Warriors, which he's considered doing. Joe Iskandar is 27. Ray Bantig is 34. What they did was respond and react, not plot a plan of attack. Adrenaline took over when they recognized the need to rescue an older woman in distress. The suspect, 3 victims, 2 dead, 1 still missing. How many more had it not been for their heroism? Here's how it happened in their words.
Well, basically, me and Ray were sitting out here having a cigarette break. We saw some guy running across the alleyway to the Castle Cleaver, jumped the wall. Didn't really make nothing of it. And then all we heard was a scream, lady screaming.
And we saw the guy just running across the alley and jump over the wall. And that's all I see. And next thing we know, that we heard woman just start yelling and honking her horn.
And then all we heard was a scream, lady screaming. We stood up, see what it was. He was yanking her out of the car by her hair. So we just ran over there. And by that time we got over there, she was already out of the car. He was almost all the way in. He was trying to shut the door.
He grabbed her from the hair and tossed her out of the car. So me and Joe ran towards him and grabbed the door. We were about to close the door, and then we grabbed the door, and Joe went inside the car and grabbed him by his left arm, and I grabbed him by the right arm.
He was trying to struggle a little bit. I had him like in a full Nelson hold and had his head kind of pinned down against the window. And he was trying to fight, told him, if you keep moving, I'm going to put your head through the window. Kind of lit up a little bit by then. Ray was calling 911. By that time, we told him to get on the floor. He didn't want him to get on the floor, so Ray kicked the back of his knee to get him down.
I kicked him behind his knee, and he went down. That's how break, me and Joe. And that's it. He went down. He said, "You got me, you got me," and that was it.
After that, Ray came back to the zip ties. We tied his hands behind his back, put him up against the wall, and the police came shortly after.
The hero label, not a comfortable fit on Bantig's shoulders, but it's impossible to escape the acclaim and recognition.
Well, people around here, they said we're heroes, but me and Joe, it's like a normal fight, Well, I'm sure Joe has been in a big fight, and me too, but this guy is kind of like, he's more like he tried to get away, but he don't want to fight, so that's it. I'm out. People said that we're heroes, but that's good though. We all appreciate it.
Had things turned out differently, Iskandar might have been in law enforcement.
I've tested for the sheriff's department once before, a long time ago, and that didn't go through. Other than that, no, it's just something that popped in our head. We just went and did it. And I didn't feel like sitting there. I know how the cops sometimes take their time, so I didn't want to sit there and have to hold them down the whole time.
You'll see many a spin on this story in the days and weeks ahead. The city of Victorville and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department among the first to proclaim the bravery of these real-life heroes.
TKOL is brought to you by We Got 'em Tees, your headquarters for custom screen printing and mastercraft embroidery design. Big best and last world-class auctioneers.
Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated locally since 1954.
The Bradco Companies, our area's longest-standing full-service commercial brokerage firm. Iwanzak Law Firm, trial lawyers for serious problems. Down Home Grill, 760-241-4663 for delivery, drive-through, pickup, or to order ahead for dine-in. And by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, conference and convention center for the High Desert, and favored destination for travelers and visitors to the Victor Valley. USC-bound Sherman Shepard, University Prep basketball star and scholar athlete. AAE's ASB president and three-sport scholar athlete Kelsey Bryant. And Apple Valley Sun Devils football superstar Seth Baker received their $1,500 Gabrielson Senior Athlete of the Year scholarships. University Prep's Sherman Shepard maintained a phenomenal 4.6 grade point average while leading the Jaguars basketball team in scoring the past 3 seasons. He was the top scorer in the Cross Valley League this past season. Sherman Shepard will apply his $1,500 Gabrielson scholarship toward attending Southern Cal. He will take classes in mechanical engineering and plans to earn a degree in business management at USC.
I have a soccer scholarship at Vanguard University, and I plan to study kinesiology to go into physical therapy and be a physical therapist. It feels like all the hard work over 4 years has paid off. All of the hard working practices and the blood, sweat, and tears on the field and court and the track field just paid off.
Where's Seth Baker playing next?
South Dakota, Augustana University in Sioux Falls. It feels awesome, especially coming from the Gabrielson family. I have a lot of respect and much love for them.
Award of Merit recipients of $500 scholarships, Savannah Johnson of Riverside Prep and Granite Hills Lady Cougars wrestler Abby Tarmina. Abby Tarmina maintained a 4.0 grade point average. Savannah Johnson, all-league in cross-country, volleyball, and soccer while sporting a 4.12 GPA. A.J. Quarles of Victor Valley Christian and Oak Hill's Justin Montillo also named Award of Merit scholarship recipients. Profiles and action highlights of 2018 Gabrielson Senior Athletes of the Year. Finalists for the 2018 Rick Gabrielson Memorial Athletes of the Year scholarships include 2 of the High Desert's all-time best football players who set career records at their respective schools, Cross Valley Gridiron rivals from Silverado and Apple Valley. Silverado's Levi Taylor is the Hawks' all-time passing and total offense record holder, and Silverado Senior Athlete of the Year. The 2-time All-CIF quarterback holds every Hawks passing and total yardage record. Highest character, leadership, and academic excellence are criteria for Athlete of the Year recipients. Levi Taylor sports a 324 GPA. Levi Taylor accepted a full 4-year scholarship to quarterback Mid-America Nazarene University in Kansas. Levi Taylor was named High Desert Male Athlete of the Year by the Victor Valley Daily Press. Oak Hills Senior Athlete of the Year, Justin Montijo, 5, is an All-Mojave River League defensive back and pass receiver and Mojave River League pole vault champion. Justin Montijo received the Daily Press Courage Award. Baseball adversaries and standout pitchers Ramon Alcantar of Victor Valley and Carson Phillips of Serrano are their school's Gabrielson Scholarship nominees. Ramon Alcantar Avila helped lead the Victor Valley Jackrabbits into the quarterfinals, then registering the victory in the second-round triumph over Montebello. Serrano Gabrielson Scholarship nominee Carson Phillips is a 2-time All-Mojave River League pitcher who posted an MRL best .93 earned run average his senior year. Carson Phillips maintained a 4.1 grade point average. He will pitch next at Division I Cal Baptist University in Riverside, where he will study kinesiology. Hesperia Christian Senior Athlete of the Year. Quentin Wilson is a three-sport standout, Agape League Player of the Year, and All-CIF in football, 3 times All-League in basketball, and captain of the Patriots football, basketball, and golf teams. Quentin Wilson rushed for over 1,500 yards and scored 28 touchdowns his senior season, then averaged just under 12 points a game in basketball. He will attend Grand Canyon University in Arizona. Apple Valley Christian Senior Athlete of the Year. Grant Lyles is a 4-time first-team All-League Baseball standout who was also basketball and volleyball Most Valuable Player. He captained the Warriors baseball, basketball, and volleyball teams. Grant Lyles hit .509 this past season. He is Apple Valley Christian salutatorian, sporting a 4.81 GPA. Grant Lyles will attend Northeastern University in Boston. Female Senior Athletes of the Year and Gabrielson Scholarship nominees include Taylor Deteen, Oak Hills All-Star softball pitcher. Taylor Deteen, twice Mojave River League Player of the Year. Her 1.61 earned run average, best in the MRL this season. She pitched the Lady Bulldogs into this year's CIF quarterfinals, shutting out Kaiser and beating Godinez in postseason play. Taylor Deteen is Oak Hill's ASB president, sports a 3.6 GPA, and will pitch next at San Jose State. Taylor Deteen, Daily Press Softball Player of the Year. 8 of the female athletes of the year are volleyball standouts. Apple Valley's Alexandria Parisium is the Lady Sun Devils Senior Athlete of the Year and Gabrielson Scholarship nominee, a 4-year starter and 3-year All-Mojave River League selection. Alex registered 261 kills her senior season, second highest in the MRL. Alex Parisian carries a 3.76 GPA, served as Sun Devils communications coordinator, and has accepted a scholarship to play volleyball at the University of Hawaii. Alex Parisian honored as the Daily Press Volleyball Player of the Year. Hesperia Christian's J.C. Vick is an all-league performer in 3 sports, softball and volleyball, in addition to all-CIF in basketball. J.C. Vick scored 38 points in the Lady Patriots' second-round CIF victory and averaged 16 points a game her senior season. J.C. maintained a 3.75 GPA, captained her basketball, softball, and volleyball teams, and will play basketball next at Victor Valley College. Excelsior's Crystal Estrada excelled in cross-country and basketball. Jacob Jacobek becomes the first Excelsior wrestler to advance to state, winning second in CIF Southern Section Masters at 195. Jake was 3-time All-Cross Valley League linebacker. He maintained a 3.74 GPA and will play football next at Division II Walsh University in Canton, Ohio. Lucerne Valley's Ignacio Perez, football, wrestling, and baseball. Jasmine Cedeno, Lady Mustangs, volleyball and softball. Jasmine Cedeno, recipient of the Daily Press Leadership Award. Riverside Prep, Dominic Woods, football and baseball. AAE's Ben Morrison, volleyball, basketball, and baseball. University Prep's Anna Liel Garza, softball scholar athlete. Hesperia All-American, All-CIF, and Mojave River League wrestling champion Michael Viramontes is a 3-time qualifier for state, wrestling at 182 his senior year. Mike Viramontes will wrestle next at Notre Dame College in Ohio. Lady Jackrabbits All-DSL tennis player May A., who also holds Rabbits swimming records. Sultana wrestler and pole vaulter Caleb Blasius is Sultan's Athlete of the Year. Caleb Blasius wrestled at 132, won the Mojave River League title, and placed 4th in the Central Division. Lady Sultan Kayla Lugo, all MRL volleyball and track standout. Serrano's Kathleen Holman, all CIF volleyball, MRL Most Valuable Player. Serrano's Kathleen Holman also receives a $1,500 scholarship. Silverado's Cora Wilcott, DSL Soccer MVP. Lady Scorpions Madison Gleason, MRL Volleyball leading setter. Atalanto Saints, Sydney Bobadilla, tennis. Giovanni Leon, all DSL in soccer. The torch has been passed to the new generation of Gabrielson Scholarship Administrators, the 2018 program directed by Rick Gabrielson's daughter, Katie Gabrielson Rouse, and husband Kyle. Gabrielson Memorial Scholarships co-founders, Dick Sowers and Bob Slough, recognized for their 22 years of extraordinarily distinguished service. They administered over $100,000 in scholarships from the foundation's inception in 1995 through 2017. Rick Gabrielson Memorial Awards and Scholarships operates under the umbrella of the High Desert Community Foundation. High Desert Sports Training. High Desert Sports Highlight. High Desert Sports Training, the area's only facility providing state-of-the-art training and proven concepts. Personal instructors and coaches unparalleled in experience and success. Call to schedule a free evaluation.
First thing one notices about this program, everything is positive. It stems from STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, mathematics. The program, Millionaire Mind Kids, the brainchild of Victor Valley resident Dolores Williams.
Millionaire Mind Kids is a nonprofit organization, and we held the very first science, technology, engineering, and the arts, which is STEAM, and math summer camps in the high desert last summer. And out of that, we formed some robotic teams that we were able to compete with at Legoland and with U.S. First.
Williams, who founded Millionaire Mind Kids in 2005, left a high position in the aeronautics industry to foster her grandchildren. The first commitment that evolved from first being a financial literacy program for at-risk students into today's highly successful and equally highly acclaimed launching pad for Millionaire Mind Kids.
We were asked by Victor Valley Union High School District to start robotic clubs in the school district. So kids are learning how robotic applications apply to aviation, aerospace, and all the various different careers. They are learning critical skills, thinking, program management, how to develop timelines, the entire planning process, life skills in terms of learning word applications and all the different programming applications.
A lot of the kids that are actually in the robotics are some of our at-risk kids that are D's and F's in a lot of subjects, and then all of a sudden they get excited to do something like robotics.
My grades really haven't been all that well since before I became involved with Millionaire Mind Kids. My grade point average was probably what? 1.3, yeah, 1.8, 1.0, and now it's almost a 3.0. It's a 2.888 right now as we speak. So it actually helped me a lot.
I would love to actually have this robotics class next year in our master schedule, not after school, but during the regular school.
Being a group leader involves helping the others and teaching them in the robotics class how to program and how to build your own robot from scratch.
Robotics will never fail.
And what grade level are you?
I'm in 8th grade.
You're in 8th grade?
Yes, and the program goes from 7th to 9th grade. And then also at the school, we have another program called MESA. And MESA also does the same sort of thing with the robots. It's more advanced, and it's actually pretty cool. And these over here are core values for our team. The first one, I think, is the most important, but it's we have fun. But they're the most important. We are a team.
Well, it's important to have fun too.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Which means we are a team, and then we have fun means we have fun.
That's who Millionaire Mind Kids are, and this is how we partner with Victor Valley Union High School District.
Skills USA competition, robotics specifically, and technology in general have come a long, long way since video sports covered Victor Valley High School students winning state competition in 2012, and our audio sounded as though it was coming through an echo chamber. Victor Valley High School state champions, Skills USA, engineering and technology. The Jackrabbits team designed a bicycle with self-sustaining renewable energy.
Well, I actually built the bike by putting all the components together. I also helped design it too.
Yes, I actually helped Chris make the bike itself, and I make the storyboard.
I also redesigned a new frame for it that we're going to try to build and use for our next competition.
We have gone to a competition called Skills USA, which is a program where we can go and compete against many students of California, and well, that program has really opened up our minds to robotics.
These three are among 24 students in the school's inaugural engineering and technology class.
This project is to help us like lift balls with this and put them into a different position or spot. This arm moves up and down really fast, but we're about to put a second one on this side so it has even more torque on it.
We basically built a robot from a kit from Vex Robotics, and what we do is we build them to do basic functions such as picking up objects, or by having them go in an autonomous mode, which is basically a way the robot will maneuver by itself.
The robotics class is under the Lead the Way program of Millionaire Minds, funded by grants.
We're in the Project Lead the Way, the Principles of Engineering class. What we're doing right now is the design process. We define a problem, create a solution, follow through, put the design process to use, and then we discuss it and see what modifications we could make at the end of it there.
A second team from this class came in second in the state. They designed a wheelchair with improved access by the operator.
Computers is a very big technology that is mainly used, and we use a lot of computers to program the robots. So that gives you some skills of how to use a computer, how to maneuver a computer. It also helps out because the U.S. is in need of engineers, so this field gives you a bit of a taste of what engineering is all about, and hopefully we're going to get new programs, and you can do basically about anything with computers, and it's a great field.
The Vanguard Preparatory School Millennium Falcons robotics team advances to the Lego First Championship Tournament at Legoland. Vanguard's team won the Project Presentation Award and captured 5th place overall in the regional qualifying tournament.
Well, last year we had a way better robot design because last year it was simple and no stuff. Of course, it was a little wobbly sometimes, and of course this year we actually have a way better base and support and all that.
Teams have 3 rounds performing the same mission, a mission of their choosing.
We just had our second round, and so in the rounds we have to get our robot prepared, and we of course have to do the missions that come in the mat, and we did about like 5 missions. Right after like the first run, we take off certain attachments because we have like certain different attachments, and so we just switch the attachments so we can do other missions.
What's the hardest part about the whole competition? Is there anything that's most challenging?
Honestly, it would be the stress. The stress, honestly, like, is the robot gonna work, or like, are we doing good, you know? Yeah, it's the stress for me.
Mariana's has 4 teams competing, with students as young as 3rd graders participating.
There's 3 parts. Well, there's kind of 4 parts. There's the robot, and then the robot design, and there's core values, which is teamwork, and then there's a project.
For Miley Shepard, this is her 5th season competing.
My team is Orbit Explorers, and we have a Lego robotics competition, and I'm on the robot, so I do the robot.
Barstow's STEM Punks team wins the Robot Performance Award and Core Values Award. 5 teams qualify for the championship tournament to be held at Legoland in December. That's a wrap on this edition of Terry Kurtz Online. On behalf of Victor Valley Television Productions, thank you for watching. We hope to see you again next time around.